Welcome in, everyone, to Lively Lewis Stories.
That's right, we're back with even more awesome adventures with Levi and Ivy.
Set your storytime meter to fun and get ready to join the Lively Lewis crew.
All you need is your imagination and...
Off we go! I can't wait to see where our story takes us today.
Have you ever wanted to get more Lively Lewis in your life?
Well, we've got you covered.
Grab an adult and zoom over to livelylewisshop.com.
Or just click on the link in our show notes.
Enough about that. Let's get to today's super Lively Lewis story.
I don't like that kind of cereal, called out Ivy to Levi as she grabbed a box of Cocoa Bites from the shelf. This one is my favorite. Can we get these, please, Mom? But Mom, no one but Ivy likes Cocoa Bites, Levi began. Dad and I love glazed Oreos. Can we please get these? Please, 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 please? Levi and Ivy's mom was almost at the end of her shopping list and decided she would let her kids each get the cereal they liked. They thanked her over and over as they followed her to the register, each holding on to their box of cereal. Mom, can we get some candy too? Asked Ivy, looking at all the chocolate bars and the chewy candies by the register. No, kiddos, I have to draw the line somewhere, answered their mom. You've got your cereal, so that's your special treat for today. Okay. Okay, Mom, said Levi and Ivy, sounding a little disappointed, but knowing they were lucky to each have gotten the cereal they wanted. They checked out at the register like they always did, helping their mom pack their groceries into their car and headed home. The next morning, they each got to enjoy their favorite cereal and thank their mom again for letting them get it. Later in the week after school, she told Levi and Ivy that they had to run to the grocery store. They were both very excited since they were both running out of their favorite cereal and hoped that their mom would buy them some more. We are just running in to get some spaghetti sauce and a few other things for dinner tonight, started Levi and Ivy's mom as they walked into the grocery store. Please don't ask for any special treats. Okay. Ivy and Levi looked at each other with a frown. Do you really think we won't get any treats? Whispered Ivy to Levi. I think if we behave and help Mom get all the stuff on her list, then maybe she'll let us get something, whispered Levi. Even if it's not cereal, maybe we can split a candy bar. Levi and Ivy were as good as ever and helped their mom collect everything on her shopping list. However, they weren't just doing it to be nice. They wanted something in return. Wow, you two are great shopping buddies today, said Levi and Ivy's mom. Thank you so much. Since you are both so good, I'll let you pick out a candy bar to split when we get to the register. Levi and Ivy gave each other a big smile, but they felt a little bad. They were excited to get a candy bar, but they also just felt good about helping their mom and were happy to do it even without a special treat. That's okay, Mom, said Levi. We don't need a treat today. Yep, we're just happy to help, added Ivy. What's going on here? Asked Levi and Ivy's mom. Wait a minute. Were you only being good shopping buddies because you wanted a treat? Yeah, sorry, Mom, said Ivy. Well, thank you for letting me know, but you really were a big help, and I do want to get you a treat, said their mom. Really? Said Ivy. That's great, exclaimed Levi. Thank you. Levi and Ivy smiled so big as soon as they got to the register, they looked over the candy selection and made their choice. What will Levi and Ivy pick? A king-size chocolate wave candy bar. As they waited, they talked about how delicious the candy bar was going to be after dinner, but after a little while, they noticed the line hadn't moved at all. They waited a little bit longer and then saw that their mom was looking to see what was going on as well. I'm very sorry, said the cashier, but your card has been declined. Do you have any other way to pay for your groceries? Levi and Ivy were now paying close attention to the situation in front of them. A woman stood next to a grocery cart with 2 bags of groceries aside. A little boy, probably about 4 years old, was standing next to her holding a little toy hippo. I don't know what to say, said the woman, sounding nervous and embarrassed. I don't have any cash with me, and if my card isn't working, I don't have any other way to pay. I'll just have to leave the groceries here. I'm so sorry for holding up the line. The woman had emptied out her purse looking for any money inside, and as she was putting her things away, Levi and Ivy asked their mom if there was anything they could do to help. But before they even had asked, Levi and Ivy's mom was already thinking the same thing. Excuse me, I'd be happy to pay for your groceries today, she said with a big smile as she handed her card to the cashier. Oh, no, I couldn't let you do that, said the woman. Don't worry at all. I want to do it, and I won't take no for an answer, Levi and Ivy's mom responded. And please, add one of these $50 gift cards as well. Levi and Ivy's mom handed a gift card to the cashier as the woman looked on with gratitude and appreciation. "I can't tell you how much this means to me," she began. "We just moved to town and I just started a new job. Money is a little tight right now, but I didn't know that my card would get declined. Thank you so much. I don't know what we would have done without you today." "You're very welcome," said Levi and Ivy's mom. "My name's Alexa, and these are my kids, Levi and Ivy." "I'm Donna, and this is my son Charlie," said the woman as the cashier handed her gift card. "Please give me your name and address, and I'll send you money for my groceries and the gift card when I get my paycheck from work." "No need," said Levi and Ivy's mom. "Instead, use that money someday to help someone else in need. I had someone help me when I needed it, and I've never forgotten it. Passing on kindness and compassion is the greatest gift we can give each other." Levi and Ivy just stared at their mom. They felt so proud of what she was doing that they wanted to help as well. But how? "Thank you again so much," Donna said as she pushed her shopping cart outside. "I'll think of you the next time I spread kindness to someone in need." "Mom, that was amazing," said Ivy. "Yeah, you were like a superhero or something, swooping in and saving the day for the lady," added Levi. "It was the right thing to do," said their mom. "I'd like to think that she would have done the same thing for me if I was in her situation. I hope you remember this moment and spread a little kindness yourself when you see someone in need." "Absolutely, Mom," said Levi and Ivy. When they got outside, they saw their opportunity. Dawn and her son had just so happened to be parked right next to them in the parking lot. "Hi again," said Levi to the little boy. "That's a cool hippo." "Thank you," said Charlie in a little voice. Levi was still holding his king-size chocolate wave candy bar and could see that Charlie was looking at it. "Do you like this kind of candy?" asked Levi. "Yep, that's one of my favorites," answered Charlie. Levi looked at Ivy and didn't need to say a word. She had heard the whole conversation and knew exactly what Levi was about to ask her. "Would you like this candy bar, Charlie?" asked Ivy. "Oh, yes, please," said Charlie with a big smile. "Excuse me?" Levi said to Charlie's mom. "We'd like to give Charlie this candy bar if you're okay with it." "That is so nice of you. Thank you so much. That is one of his favorites," said Charlie's mom. "It's certainly no mystery where you two get your generous spirit from." Donna looked at Levi and Ivy's mom and gave her a big smile. "Thank you again," she said. "Perhaps we'll run into you again someday. But even if that doesn't happen, I don't think either of us will forget you or how kind you've been to us." "It was a pleasure to meet you both as well," answered Levi and Ivy's mom. "We'll definitely look for you around town. Have a wonderful day." And with that, Levi and Ivy said goodbye to Charlie and Donna and hopped into their car. As they drove out of the parking lot, they stared out the window at Donna and Charlie as they got into their car to head home. "That was really nice of you to give Charlie your candy bar," said Levi and Ivy's mom to her kids. "I'm proud of you too." While Levi and Ivy felt good about giving Charlie his favorite candy bar and making him happy, they felt like they wanted to do more. A lot more. Once they all got home, Levi and Ivy's mom put away the groceries and started to get some things ready for dinner. As she was doing that, Levi and Ivy went to find their dad and told him the whole story. "Wow, that was so nice of you two and Mommy to help out that woman and her son," said their dad. "Yeah, but what else can we do?" Levi asked. "We want to give food to more people that need it," added Ivy, "and not just candy bars." "Well, you could always start a food drive at your school," suggested their dad. "That sounds like an awesome idea," exclaimed Levi and Ivy together. "But how do we do that?" Their dad said he would be happy to help, along with their mom, and talk to their school the next day. So after having a quick meeting after school with Levi and Ivy's principal, she said she would love to collect food for the local food pantry, remarking at what a good idea it was to help those in need in their community. So after getting a few of their friends together, Levi and Ivy drew up some big posters at home to put around the school, letting everyone know to bring in things like canned food, cereals, pastas, and other non-perishable items. The school helped out too by sending a flyer home to every family telling them all about it. "Non-peri what?" asked Ivy as she was writing out and decorating her sign. "What does that mean?" "It means food that is able to be stored for a long time before being used," answered her mom. "We can't collect things like fruits and vegetables through your school's food drive because your food donations are only picked up once a week. Those kinds of food would go bad in a week's time." "Oh no. So the food pantry doesn't give out tasty fruit and veggies to families?" asked Levi. "They do, but they get it from a local grocery store and are able to store it in refrigerators and hand it out to families the day they receive it," said Levi and Ivy's dad. They get new deliveries every day. Oh, that's good to hear, said Ivy. Once the signs were done, Levi and Ivy brought them to school to advertise their food drive. They were calling it Food for All. The food drive was a huge success right from the start. The local food pantry was so appreciative of all the food they picked up from the school that they even called the local newspaper to do a story about it. Levi and Ivy couldn't have been happier about all the families their food donations were helping. They just wanted to do more and more. After the newspaper article went out, different businesses around town started collecting food for the food pantry as well. The Food for All food drive was so popular that it wasn't just a one-time thing. The school ran the food drive every year going forward, and one year in particular was more special than all the others. Levi and Ivy never thought they'd see Donna and Charlie again, but one day, that all changed. Levi and Ivy were putting up some signs advertising that year's Food for All food drive when they thought they recognized a new kindergartner walking by them. "Was that?" began Ivy before Levi interrupted her. "You don't think that was Charlie?" added Levi. They both turned around quickly to see the little boy following his class down the hallway. He was still wearing his backpack, and peeking out of the big pocket was a hippo toy, the same hippo toy they had seen at the grocery store last year. "Charlie!" called out Levi and Ivy together. When they did, the little boy spun around to see who was calling his name. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw Levi and Ivy. He had never forgotten them and recognized them instantly. He ran out of line right towards them and gave them a huge hug. "Hi!" exclaimed Charlie. "I just started kindergarten here this year. I can't believe this is where you go to school too." "Charlie, please return to line," said his teacher with a smile. "You'll see Levi and Ivy a lot more, I'm sure. They're always doing something great at our school. Good job with the food drive again, you two." "Thank you," they replied to the teacher as Charlie waved goodbye and ran back to join his class in line. They were so excited to see Charlie and couldn't wait to tell their mom all about it after school. And they didn't have to wait long. That day she was picking them up early because they both had a dentist appointment. So as she pulled up in front of the school, they ran over and told her all about seeing Charlie. "That's amazing," exclaimed their mom. "Something told me we would run into them again. He and his mom seemed so nice. I hope everything is going well for them." "Well, why don't you ask her yourself?" said Ivy with a smile, pointing to someone just behind her. Then, as her mom turned around, she saw Donna walking toward her to pick up Charlie, who was coming out of the school's front doors. "Oh my goodness, how are you?" called out Donna. "It is so wonderful to see you." The two moms talked for a few minutes. Donna told Levi and Ivy's mom how she never forgot how she helped her that day at the grocery store, how it made her want to help others, and what an impact that one act made on her life. Her new job was going great, and she and Charlie help out others in need whenever they can. Levi and Ivy then told Charlie's mom all about the Food for All food drive that they started after meeting them and how well it was doing. "I cannot be happier that something so wonderful came out of what I thought was going to be an embarrassing moment that I would want to forget forever," said Donna with a tear in her eye. "You two are doing great work, and I'll have Charlie bring in some things for the food drive tomorrow." "Thank you so much," said Levi. "We'll see you in school tomorrow, Charlie," added Ivy before she and Levi jumped in the car. The next day in school, Charlie showed up with a big bag of groceries for the food drive, and one other thing. "My mom wanted me to give you this gift card for the grocery store too," said Charlie. "She thought if the food pantry had any specific needs from any of the families that go there, that they could use this to buy those things." "That's awesome, Charlie," said Ivy. "Tell your mom thank you so much." "She also wanted me to give you this," said Charlie, handing Levi and Ivy a king-size chocolate wave candy bar. "She said this is for you and for all the wonderful work you're doing. I'll see you later." Charlie ran off to class. As Levi and Ivy watched him go, the feeling they felt at that moment was the greatest thing in the world. The feeling of seeing how kindness and compassion truly affects others in life-changing ways. One small act at a grocery store left a mark on both of their lives, as well as on Donna and Charlie's. A mark that they will never forget. And to honor that moment, they all continued to show kindness and compassion for those in need whenever they could. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the story and learned a little something too.
And since we know everyone has their own story, we'd love to hear yours.
If you have an idea for a Lively Lewis story, leave a comment on our Apple Podcast review page with 5 stars, your idea, and your little one's name.
Then maybe our next adventure will be with you.
Until our next Storytime Hangout.
Thanks for listening. We can't wait to share another fun, lively Lewis story with you.